Hey, what's up? It's Kit. Time for another video. Today, we are rigging the Maxel Wraith. The Wraith is a very easy jig to use and shines in deep water and fast current situations and in waters where there's a lot of cross currents. This jig is very hydrodynamic and it goes down really fast. The good thing about this jig is that it doesn't take much to actually move it. And again, something that's very easy to use and very beginner friendly. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is a rigging where it's gonna be fast. Okay, this is a rigging method that is particularly good if you're still kind of exploring the making of assist hooks. And all you really need is a simple tool, which is a nylon loop. Okay, and the knot that we're going to be using is a nail knot. You can use other knots, but the nail knot is just easy for this, and it's more consistent because you're taking up less tag end, and the lengths are going to be very consistent. For the assist cord, we will be using Marine DC, okay, from Big Ocean, Japan, and this is number 15, 120 pounds. And it doesn't matter what color, we're just using this so that it's visible. And first thing you do is you can, for the first hook, you can tie this with the tag end in the eye or not. Okay, so right now I still have it connected and I have not measured anything yet. Okay, so we're gonna zoom in so that you guys can see what's happening here. Okay, so for you guys who are new to the channel, this channel talks about the hows and whys of fishing. We cover everything from big game, ultralight, everything in the middle, including fly fishing. And today we're tying an assist hook, or tying assist hooks and rigging the Maxel Wraith. Okay. Okay, first thing that we do is I usually just put it in the eye so that it's done and over with. And then you take your loop, your mono loop, and then I just do two wraps. And your wraps are going towards the eye of the hook. And loose wraps, make sure you get both the legs of the mono loop. I usually do this without the loop, but it's just kind of easier. Okay, so, and then you take the loop, put it over the tag, and then just slowly coax that tag end. You can put a shorter tag end on this, but I use that as a handle so that I can take a firm grip on the line, and I have a good length to work with for the tag, and then pull as tight as I can. Okay, and then pull again to snug it, and then take my pliers, my cutting pliers, cut the tag end close, and burn the tag so it locks the knot. There we go. That's not going anywhere. And then now, I'll take this, measure it against the jig. Okay? Hook it there, take it to the back, and that's where I cut. And what we want is for this to be somewhere here. Alright, so once you have that measurement, okay, you take about 1.5 inches, and that's going to be your knot. Okay. Again, you want just a little bit of extra so that when you tie your knot, you have that tag end that you use to grip it with. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to tie it without the loop, and it's pretty simple. Okay, this is normally what I use, okay, or what I do. So 1, and it should be loose. Okay, 2, like that, and then just take the tag end. Okay, there's 2 loops there. Take the tag end and then put it through the loops. It's the same thing. It depends on whether you're used to it or not. Like that. For me, it just kind of goes faster. Okay, so we have the tag end. We use a pull tool. Okay. Hold the hook. And then our pliers to hold this. Pull as hard as you can. Okay. And then pull this end. You can see that it is tight. That, burn the end. Be very careful. Okay. That's it. That's not going anywhere. There we go. Now, all we have to do then is put the solid ring, and we will do okay, pass through once, like so, twist, reinsert. Before you tighten, we put it on the holder. Okay, we'll use our DIY one together, like so. Okay, we take this and we tighten. Now, as soon as you tighten that, you take one end, tighten, and then the other end. Okay. Now, things moved, so you have to make it even. Okay, so that is pretty much even right there. Even Steven. Okay, so you have your back hook, and if we measure, there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what you want right there. Now, let us mount this. And the next step, of course, is for us to make the same, but with a fluorocarbon insert. And that particular one, okay, here we go. So that takes time. So I'm going to put the mono in off camera, and then I'll show you when everything's already in place. It's much easier that way. But basically all you do is take the core of this off, like so. So the most complicated part of this whole operation is taking the core out of this, and then we put the fluorocarbon core in the braid, and that's it. Okay, that's the most complicated part. So we're gonna do that now. Now, here is our braid, and we'll take a length that's about 2/3 of the length of the jig. Okay, so actually, you know what? Let's take a length of the jig. That way we have a bit of an excess for... Okay, so take about that much length. The shorter the piece, the easier it would be to insert the fluorocarbon core. And we take the core out. Okay, there's the core. Carefully take it out. Now, here's our fluorocarbon. We gingerly put it inside. There we go. Now, the very first thing you do is tie a knot. When you tie a knot, basically stops everything from slipping back. There we go. Okay, and then we cut this. Make sure the fluorocarbon sticks out. That way, when you tie the knot that we're gonna tie, it is not going to back off. Okay, now we do the same thing. And we just tie the knot. So this is going to be kind of a challenge because of the knot, but you just do it one loop at a time, and you could adjust the size of the loops with your fingers. Okay, that's it. Like that. Okay, now we just pull to make it tight. Like so. Pull that. Once this knot is formed, okay, and we'll zoom in so that you can see. Once this knot is formed, it's not going to back off anymore. Okay. So once that's formed and snugged in, that's not gonna move. That's again a very easy way of doing things. Okay. And the good thing about this is that you don't have to deal with the hook when it is already tied in. You know, when you're binding. If you're curious, this hook is again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is a VMC 7269. Okay, so that's it. We'll use the loop tool for this, just so, okay, like that. 2 times. 1, 2. Make sure you have enough tag end to work with. Insert the tip onto the loop, like so. Hold it together and then pull. You kind of have to coax it because now it's stiffer. And what I do here, just to be able to convince it, is pry the loops with my nails, like that. Okay, and it will just pop out the side, or the other end there. Okay, grip, your puller tool, pull tight first here, this, and then pull this tight. Okay, and then cut this. Don't need it that long. And burn. So that locks everything in place. Now you have this. Okay. So now we just have to put our solid ring. Get our holder here. Now doing this just makes it so that it would be aligned better. Take one loop, turn. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're looping it, and then we're turning, twisting, and then going in again. Now before you tighten, make sure that you position together. Take your pull tool, snug everything. Okay, and then take one hook, tighten, take the other hook, and do the same, and then both hooks again, and tighten. Okay, that's it. No bindings, nothing fancy. Okay, adjust this so that it is centered and aligned. So if there's one that doesn't align, you just put a little bit of pressure, twist it until it's positioned correctly. Okay, so there we have it. And then you put this on the jig. Right there. Okay, now let's see what we've done here. So we have our front, our back hook. Let's see, they don't meet. Okay. Let's see, measurements are just right. Even if we're hooking the eye. But in reality, what happens is that your tie-in point would be on the split ring. And you can see here that these guys don't meet. Alright, so that is it. Very fast way of rigging things, and you could do a lot of these in a short amount of time, and they work really well. The good thing about this whole thing is that it's very minimalistic and it looks so professional. Really the hardest part is only putting the the fluorocarbon core. That's it. All right, so if you have questions, guys, please just leave it in the comment section and we'll have a discussion. What do you think about this rigging? You think it's easy enough for people to do even if you are new to this whole thing? If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it share if you care. You know, a lot of people don't know this, how easy it is. So the more we share, the more people would know and help this sport grow. Especially the making of assist hooks, because I believe that this is a very fundamental skill for everyone to have that goes jigging. Not just slow jigging, okay, but also fast jigging. That's it. All right, so that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.